Hello, all. Popcorn and more. We're bringing you another pre-popped. This is going to be different than all the other ones. Patrick and I each saw a different movie. I saw it with a girlfriend. I saw my movie, Eat, Pray, Love, with a girlfriend. And Patrick saw his with a boyfriend. A guy friend, just kidding.
Childhood friend.
Yeah, childhood friend. You saw the Expendables.
Or Expendables. I don't know if it's single or if there's a the or any of that.
I think it's the Expendables.
Perhaps.
No, I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, what did I think of my movie, or do you want to go first?
I'll interview you. What did you think of your movie?
I really liked it. There were several times when they pull on the heartstrings, and I didn't feel manipulated because of it. It was a genuine moment for the movie and what the movie was portraying. I thought it was the best quote-unquote chick flick without it being a cheesy, corny, really I wish I hadn't seen it chick flick. Something I wish I hadn't seen kind of movie. This was great. I thought Julia Roberts was good. I thought that the script was absolutely wonderful. I'm not a person who can quote stuff, but this was a beautifully written script that is totally quotable in a non-annoying way. And that's, I think, my nut graph right now, at least. What do you think?
So you're feeling really positive on your stuff?
Yeah.
Just want to double check. Is this one of those films where like she has a life-affirming thing or something that causes her to question herself and she goes out on a journey of self-discovery or whatnot?
Yeah. It's typical Julia Roberts movie where there's something that makes her question.
I'm not picking it. I'm just trying to figure out as much as I can since I have no knowledge and I do not remember this film.
Okay, well, she is in an unhappy marriage, and she leaves the unhappy marriage. It's not violent or anything, it's just unhappy. She's lost herself, and she can see that her husband has lost himself, and gets a divorce. In the process of doing that, ends up seeing another man, and it's not ugly or anything, it's just that she realizes that she's gone for a long period of time without ever being by herself.
Okay.
She's always been with a man, so she decides to go on a journey and be with herself.
Alrighty.
And that's what the movie is.
Neato Guido. Is there anybody else in there other than Julia Roberts that I would know or that people would know?
Okay, because I can always tell names from...
Oh, I forgot you're bad with names.
Yes.
Were there any faces you went, oh, hey, I could have known that person? Like,
yeah, multiple. There were many.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Brad Pitt was one of the producers, I can tell you that. But,
so was this... Oh, no, you're not going to know if this was a Plan B production. Is that
it was.
Production? Oh, did it say Plan B?
Yes.
That's his production company.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was good. The music was really good, too. The script was beautiful. It was really beautiful.
Alrighty.
So, okay. How about you? What did you think of your movie?
The Expendables, mediocre. It was everything that I was worried the Expendables was going to be. And it was not anything that I wasn't expecting. Like, I was really worried that it was going to be kind of like a boring, like, well, we gotta do this, we do this, I'm Stallone. But it did kind of follow through with the mission statement of you hoping, like the 80s have returned. They've risen from the graves to beat the heck out of each other one final time. I guess the odd man out of it would be Jason Statham, who isn't old, but everyone else in it is old, and it's kind of neat to see a whole bunch of old people doing this stuff. Like, Stallone is ancient in that film. Jet Li is depressingly old. He's done a good job of hiding it.
Whoa! I'm sorry.
We had some stuff on the road, people.
Yeah, sorry. There was like a really big tree trunk that looked like it had gotten squashed, but not enough for it to be safe to drive over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry, guys.
Oh, no trouble. Yeah, Jet Li looks depressingly old. And then we had a bunch of wrestlers like Randy Couture. Steve Austin, whose name I recognize. Huge, menacing, scary. Eric Roberts was the villain, and he was... They did anything to make him evil. There's a scene where someone gets waterboarded and he watches while drinking coffee. So there was...
What?
Oh, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, not joking. Like, it's a Stallone movie. The bad guys are bad and the good guys are good. And that's kind of what I wanted out of it. Unfortunately, it's kind of boring. It doesn't really know how to... It doesn't have good pacing in terms of when it does its ultra-violence and when it gives you a moment to breathe and get to know the characters. It goes a little too far... It focuses on the characters that aren't really all that interesting, while they leave some of the characters that are kind of quirky. Like, you get one or two lines to find out about some of the wrestler-based guys, and that might be more of the fact that they're wrestlers, so they maybe not know how to act beyond a one-liner. The action-wise, hey, if you're willing to wait, the final 20 minutes of this movie are a like heart-stopping, never-ending, like stabby, gun, knife, boom fest. That's pretty good.
Boom fest.
It's a boom fest. There were explosions out the wazoo. I think one of the things that really got with me that I kind of enjoyed was that they felt very professional in how they were doing their business. Like, it wasn't chaotic, it wasn't any of this kind of stuff. Like, anytime that they did something, it felt calculated, it felt controlled, and you're like, man, okay, this is a group, even though they're called the Expendables, which doesn't really fit in with anything in the movie, except for that's something they have written on all their bikes and Stallone's back. But they feel very professional. These are guys that know what they're doing. They're veterans, and they really sell it in that manner. Unfortunately, the action that they go, the script is unbalanced. The music is laughably bad. Like, they make a lot of bad license decisions. This movie ends with "The Boys Are Back in Town," the Toy Story 2 song.
That is not the Toy Story 2 song.
They used it in Toy Story 2, and that's the first thing that came to my mind. The ending is awful. Like, they have this amazing, like, awesome 80s action movie ending, and then they ruin it with this, like, gumdrop, kind of weird, like, hey, everybody's okay, let's all play on Pokemon.
Except the thing is that song, it was not originally in Toy Story 2.
Alright, well, I'm just saying what I think of it is.
Oh, okay. Like, that's the first thing that you saw it in.
And I think the only other movie I can think of that used The Boys Are Back in Town is some, like, midlife crisis film that Tim Allen made about a bunch of old guys that rode around on motorcycles.
Okay,
So-
we're gonna look the song up. It's a very popular song.
Well, I understand that. I don't think it's appropriate for the film that I just watched.
Okay.
It's an uneven film. It wants a little bit more out of you. But if you liked these guys, if you like 80s action films, this is where they are. This is what they're doing, and this is what they're gonna keep doing. My final point: the Stallone, Bruce Willis, Arnold Schwarzenegger scene, which is the highlight of the film, is in the beginning. So if you want to come and go, which is a bad idea, you can do that within 10 minutes of the film's opener.
Why is that a bad idea?
I wouldn't pay $10 to see 10 minutes of entertainment and walk away. Like, Schwarzenegger's awesome in this, but he's not that awesome.
Cool. I can understand that.
But yeah, it's kind of like I wanted more, just action, pumpiness from it. But Stallone is a guy that, like, you get the feeling that he wants his stuff to carry more meaning than I want from his stuff.
Okay.
Alrighty, but other than that, I mean, hey, it's an action film. There's not a lot of action out right now that I can think of off the top of my head. And it does pretty killing good.
Well, I loved Eat, Pray, Love. I'm not sure how much I loved it. I thoroughly enjoyed it and was totally enthralled with it, even though it was like, I think 2 hours and 30 minutes, if I remember the time correctly. It did not feel like it was that long. It felt like it just didn't feel that long, and it had great context and movement, and I don't know, it was just great. So anyway,
Oh yeah, Mickey Rourke was awesome. He was in it. He had a small part, and he was really good.
cool.
We
So
out.
we will see you later. Have a nice night, and our reviews will be up soon. Bye, y'all.
Bye.